Good morning. This is Meditation Reflections. Welcome.
Good meditation this morning.
Distracted me.
We'll take the message and run with it. It's good meditation. It's a soft, rainy day, but we're supposed to get a sunny afternoon.
Yeah.
And the construction projects are going well.
Yeah. A lot of cleanup and more projects.
Seeing to the details.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely
going well. We both had a very interesting meditation, and we had our own versions of Torus. Donna had a very strong Torus that was, well, I'll let you explain your part. But
yeah. It was Torus in that I was seeing a river that had deliberately knotted itself into a spiral. It was running in a ditch, but if it wasn't like a flooding river, it was a coil running through the ditch in water.
That had a purpose.
That had a purpose. And it evidently was to knock down the foundations. I went, is this Venice? Is it going after the pylons that are holding up buildings? And it was a little bit of metaphor like that this immense force was coming through to reshape things, like a serious flood will occasionally do, and knock down buildings that shouldn't be there. Like if the building was put in the path of the flood, it was going to get hit. And then the second image I was shown was a very gentle rainfall, a very clear, clean water, and it was the final little phase of cleaning things.
Yeah, so that force that was knocking down what? Negative things that shouldn't be there?
Shouldn't be there, or things that were getting in the water's way. You know, like you design the river or the bridge wrong, the river takes it out, so you can do it again, get it right. That kind of thing.
So negative ideas and
negative ideas, things built inappropriately,
structures that don't serve humankind.
A strong metaphor. And then there was some lightweight cleaning, which was the little raindrops, which is evidently us having to do the cleanup further on. And I can see that in our projects. We have large-scale cleanups where we haul stuff off on a trailer, and then we have lots of sweeping and mopping and little things. Straightening. And that's the human level cleanup. In other words, it's a joint operation, and this is water behaving as a positive entity to change things. And I went, that's a pretty strong message, though I don't know all the details, but it's unusual for me to see things, and this was a real strong visual image. But you also got Torus fields.
Torus, but mine was a vertical Torus, and it was connected to the light. So they say when we pass that we go through the tunnel of light, and I believe that tunnel to be a Torus. And what I saw this at the very beginning of my meditation, and what I was doing was connecting with all of our guides and higher selves, and actually all of us creating that Torus, moving towards the light, but then it goes up in a vertical column spinning, and but it opens back out and comes back down into itself. It becomes a bubble, and we are everything forms a Torus. We as individuals, even atoms, and then the planet itself, and then from the micro to the macro. So it's just everything is bubbles. So and Toruses.
Torus fields.
So yeah, it was a very fascinating visualization, and what I continuing on, and it had to do with thoughts, and how our thoughts, sometimes we think, oh, this is what I am thinking, and then something else will pop into your head. You think you are thinking that, but it's actually not your thought. So one of the things I heard in my meditation is your thoughts, how did it go? You do not own your thoughts, but we choose to recycle some of our thoughts and repeat them, and those repeated thoughts that we have are actually beliefs.
Of course, we're creating them we're turning them into beliefs by repeating a thought over and over again.
Exactly, yeah. So, and then sometimes we'll have other silly or negative thoughts that we immediately dismiss and just do not act on them, and we just
That's not me.
shoo them out of our brain and just completely dismiss them. And so that's another thing about thoughts, because we choose to act on some and choose to dismiss others. So
That's choice.
That's
and
choice.
You're choosing how your world is going to be by your thoughts, and which ones you focus on and repeat, and which ones you go, nah, that's not important, that's not me, go away.
Which ones you act on, which ones you don't.
Also, if you have random thoughts floating up in your mind, they're often not yours, and this is a really nice idea when you think none of them are yours. And you can ask yourself, why in the world did that thought occur to me at this point in time? Is there any hidden or lower level message in it that I need to be aware of? Because it is kind of surprise when something shows up. But it's something that's clearly nothing you want to have anything to do with. Dismissing it, you're committing yourself to the light, to the positive, and possibly dismissing the negative, which will surface, just to give you an opportunity to be negative in case you want to.
Yeah, and also in choosing what to act on or not in the thought field, it's good actually to be open to the thought field, because that's wherein lies creativity.
True.
So
Yeah. It'll make sense later, and you go, that's a weird thought, but maybe it'll make sense later. Anyway, some of that was to remove stress. We have lots of energy going on the planet, but it's still choice, and it's our choices.
Don't buy into the fear. It's
Definitely.
It's an illusion. So.
That's somebody else setting up a thought field for you.
Yeah.
That's not actually yours.
So, anyway, thanks for being here.
Have a wonderful day.
And blessings to you.
Blessings upon you.